Well, hello there guys, welcome to a massive battle here in Battlestar Galactica Deadlock. For those of you that have been following the campaign, I do have some bad news, and that is that with the new update coming in since the game has been released today, we did lose our save files. We got all the way up to episode 17, we were doing so good. So if you guys want to see another campaign and want to see me start one, let me know in the comments down below. It was a lot of work, but I enjoyed it, and I think even getting up to 17, pretty damn fun. Right now we're facing off against what I believe are a fleet of Cylons with 2 Revenants. And to destroy 2 Revenants, it ain't gonna be easy, guys. I'm just gonna be quite honest with you. I'm gonna go ahead and pop all my squadrons. We've got some Mark 1s. I'm trying not to cheat. See, I could basically go ahead and take some nukes, but I wanted to really make this a difficult fight for me, so I'm gonna actually go without nukes. I'm also taking Mark 1s instead of Mark 2s, and all of this is just to make this just a little bit more difficult. So let's go ahead and get started. We're moving our fleet out, and hopefully on the road to a major victory against the Cylon threat. Here we go, guys. Still continuing. We're not seeing anything ahead of us, but believe me, there's something there. Alright, let's get closer. The enemy is definitely being very defensive right here. Possibly trying to lure us into a trap, so we've got to be extremely careful. And I'm actually going to speed my guys up a bit.
Yes, Commander.
In a manner of speaking, I'm just going to go ahead and have them cover a little more ground so that we get to the location faster. Now, like I told you before, we're using guided missiles and Mark 1, so this is a challenge for sure. There we go, guys. We've spotted our first bogeys, and it's going to be a Raider squadron. I absolutely want to attack that Raider squadron.
Yes, sir.
So I'm immediately going to send some of the Jupiter ships over here, or the Jupiter Mark 1s, to try and hit this Raider squadron. And already we're getting some pretty good shots on this thing, but to actually do serious damage, we've got to get our own Mark 1s in here to destroy these Raiders. Look at that, man. So many Raiders. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. We're going to lower our Ranger down a bit, because the Ranger, with these guns on top, can actually do a lot of damage to enemy Raiders. Let me go ahead and bring this guy in. I think it's time for him to join the fight. Go after this Raider squadron, select this guy, and go after that Raider squadron once again. Until we see one of the enemy's heavier targets, we're not going to fire any of these missiles, of course. And man, that is a hell of a battle.
IFF confirms unit is hostile.
Okay, let's see. We have spotted our first enemy. It's an Arachne class, very, very large ship here. I definitely want to try and do as much damage as possible. I'm going to turn my broadside towards this thing and increase a little bit of my altitude. And a lot of these other ships, they're also focused on doing the same thing. Basically firing, like the Minotaurs are made to fire from these top guns, and these things are just beautiful. You can see all those guns on top, a dramatic amount of damage if we can get close enough. With our other Minotaur, we're going to do the same. We're going to broadside. A little risky, but I think we'll be just fine. And we're actually going to fire some guided missiles towards that Arachne. Now, we know we've got Cerberuses to worry about, but I think at this point, the most important thing is to try and get first blood. I could be wrong, but I'm going to try to do that. And the Atlas better assist here. I know the Atlas has squadrons, so we're going to go ahead and take some of these squadrons, target some of the enemy ships, and I think right now we should deal with destroying the Raider squads. Once we kill these guys, we can move on to more serious prey. Let's go, guys. For the colonies.
Hostile unit identified. Minotaur is taking damage.
That Minotaur is getting hit very hard, and it's a tough thing to do because right now I kind of want to increase its defensive power, so that's what I'm going to do. But this is going to greatly decrease the amount of damage it does, so it's a bit of a, a rough thing to try to do. Let's do the same with this guy. I do believe we've got, yes, some guided missiles. We're already hitting the Arachne with quite a lot. Let's hit this Arachne now, because why not? End the turn. Come on, boys. Alright, enemy's Arachne's getting hit pretty hard, too. Here we go. Some really dramatic shots there. We've also got the Artemis-class Battlestar Tartarus. I'm pretty sure Tartarus is the Roman hell. Somebody could probably correct me on that. But it is a hell of a name for a ship, and I like it. This thing sounds dangerous. Of course, the Ranger still has to do a lot of work here, and maybe even get himself into an ultra-dangerous situation here and crash into the enemy. Who knows? Here we go, guys. We're right up against the enemy at this point. Okay, here we go. We're going to keep on getting those broadsides.
Understood.
With the Minotaur, we'll fire a missile, and I'm firing it at this guy because he's very weak right now. As for this guy, all he can do is keep on firing. We could focus fire on the enemy, but we're going to have to increase our offense, and I think I'm ready to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and increase the offense, and I'm going to put us to 1 attack, slightly decreasing our shields just a little bit to get the perfect shot, and we'll also fire a guided missile at that Arachne as we move this wonderful Pontus into place. Let's go.
Artemis is taking damage. Minotaur is taking damage.
There we go, massive hits. Come on, guys, get a kill for God's sake. There's an Arachne down. Enemy Arachne destroyed. We're going to be moving our Battlestar this way now. We're still doing the broadsides, but we're turning a bit. And our navigation is messed up on our Minotaur, so we've got to try and repair that subsystem. Hopefully we can do it and also get some pretty good shots, and I'm already starting to see the enemy Cerberus-class ships. These guys are no fun to deal with, as you could probably imagine. Bring up the Jupiter-class Battlestar. I'm going to focus fire on this ship right next to me, the Arachne, and hope that we can destroy it as well. And let's go ahead and have some fun. Come on, boys.
Minotaur is taking damage. Missiles incoming.
Those are torpedoes for sure.
Ranger is taking damage.
There we go. That Arachne might be going soon, too. Come on, guys. You can do this. Defeat the Cylon threat. Move this Minotaur a bit closer. Because right now his broadsides aren't exactly reaching the enemy. And it looks like we're about to lose one of our Minotaurs anyway. The guy that's repairing. As for this guy, I'm not really sure what we should do. The Pontus is not really known for any sort of good guns. It's really just known for the ships on it. The Marks, the Mark 1, Mark 2 ships. So I'm going to select a target here. I think I want to select a weak target, so we'll go for the Arachne first. Let's take the second attack here on the Arachne, why not? Third attack, I want to select that other ship. Yeah, baby. One all the way out here. Do the same with this guy. Select a ship, and yeah, sure, we'll go for the Arachne. We might as well try to kill this thing. He's already been dealt so much damage. And there we go, that baby's gone. Unfortunately, got a lot of other ships hitting us here with a lot of ordnance, and I fear we might not be able to survive it. So at least that Arachne is being chased by something. The Atlas ship is attacking it, and I'm going to take this Viper Squadron that's also connected to this Atlas ship and try to attack. In the meantime, we're going to keep on firing at the Arachne. That one I think is going to get killed pretty easily. So let's fire at the Revenant. Revenants are extremely dangerous ships, and we've got some munitions here, so we'll fire our guided missile also at the Revenant.
Yes, Commander.
Ultimately, we can go after a lot of other stuff, but just not right now. And it looks like we can fire 2 guided missiles here, which is beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and fire 2 volleys from the Ranger. Here we go, guys. We're also firing at the Cerberus, and actually we're hitting it with a lot of damage. You can see all of those shots going out. Unfortunately, we did lose one of our Minotaurs, but I'm confident that we can make up for that loss. Do you guys think we can? Let me know in the comments down below. By then, of course, the video will probably be over, and fire control is offline. Man, that's bad. Really bad. I'm going to try to repair it, and while I'm repairing it, I'll put everything on full defense. to end the turn.
Ranger is taking damage. Artemis is taking damage.
Come on, guys, get the Cerberus. Cerberus destroyed, guys. Cerberus destroyed. We actually stand a small chance at a victory here. A dead Cerberus is always a good thing in my book. And unfortunately, this Artemis it's screwed. It's about to explode as well. That seems to be the problem. Unfortunately, we want to win, but I'm not sure if we have the capability to do it. As for this Cerberus, I'm going to increase my attack completely. I am going to select it as a target and just try to go to town on this thing.
Understood.
Let's see if we're still chasing this bad boy here, and that's the Revenant, and we definitely are, and I want to bring the Ranger here to take on the Revenant. Unfortunately, the Ranger's guns on the bottom, even though they do exist, not nearly as effective as the guns on top. So we've got to get above that thing quickly.
Ranger is taking damage. Minotaur is taking damage.
Come on, boys. Look at that Cerberus taking massive amounts of damage. Let's see how the other enemy Revenants are doing. One Revenant is really badly damaged. The other one is not horrifically damaged, but badly enough that we could consider it a small victory so far, at least. Let's see if we have any missiles to fire. Could help to select, you know, ships that actually have missiles. Alright, we fired with him. The Ranger does not have missiles. The Jupiter might. Sure enough, he does. And I'll go ahead and fire in the back of this Revenant. So we're really ignoring firing missiles at the Cerberus. I think we could take it out without any missiles, but it's still going to be tough. And there we go. We just lost another one of our beautiful ships. But I think we destroyed an enemy in the process. Wow. Talk about self-sacrifice, guys.
On it, Commander.
So let's see what the enemy has here. I'm going to take my Mark 1, select a target. Got a Cerberus and a Revenant. Guys, if that's all they've got, we may have a victory here, my friends. Select. Go for the Revenants. It's all up to our Viper class Mark 2s.
Understood.
Or Mark 1s, I should say. Targeting Cerberus, targeting Cerberus. This guy is not targeting anyone. We'll have him target. Actually, I think he is targeting the Cerberus. Let's go. Getting tremendous blast from the Minotaur there, and actually he's turning in such a way that it's really hard to do any damage to him. But that Revenant is still alive, and a few more shots on it, and she is going to be gone. Here we go. I think at the end of this turn, Revenant is finished for sure. But while she's getting finished, I'm going to be moving my Battlestar this way. Jupiter-class Battlestar. Boom! Dead Revenant and dead Cerberus. I think that's a victory for the Colonial Fleet, guys. Sure enough, and it is. I'm going to let you guys view the replay, as I tend to do, so you guys can see everything in AutoCam mode. Don't forget, guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, drop a comment down below, and let us know if you want to see some more BSG Deadlock. I'm really sad we lost the campaign, but I can't help but feel that we could probably create a new one. If you guys are interested in it. If not, I'd love to do some more multiplayer battles, some more skirmish battles, and just really test out our fleets. Enjoy the AutoCam. Keep in mind also, I don't want to interrupt here, but keep in mind that the enemy's raiders by the end of this battle were completely destroyed. So that's the work of not just our Mark 1 Vipers, it's also the work of the turrets on our ships that were able to really take out a lot of the enemy fighter class ships here, and that was extremely helpful to secure a victory, guys. I did not see that. We actually had a crash That was an enemy ship crashing on top of ours. Ours actually survived the blast, which is amazing. There's our Battlestar. Beautiful Battlestar. Just see the massive ordnance this thing has. There she goes. Can't save them all, unfortunately. And finally, for the Cerberus, I mean, that first explosion was surprising to me. That's when I actually had faith we could still win the battle. And thankfully we did. And there we go, another one of our Battlestars. I think this one crashed into the back of one of our ships. We don't generally make mistakes like that, but when they happen and we still win the battle, especially on skirmish mode, I can't help but just be happy and laugh and think, wow, that was pretty cool. Go killing that last battle. There's the Chimera. She also died, along with 4,000 souls on board, but at the same time took out the enemy ship there. And that was truly a heroic action. And there's the second one, baby. The second Cerberus. That spelled doom for the enemy, for sure. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the battle. If you did, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. Once again, for those of you that have seen the campaign, make sure to let me know that you're aware that the campaign has stopped, and let me know if you think we should continue it anew and start a new campaign. Thank you so much, guys. Take care. So say we all.